They're 4 points clear, with Arsenal facing a really tough trip to St James's Park a little bit later this afternoon against Newcastle. 5 Live Sport, of course, will have full commentary, as I was saying earlier, of that game from 4:30. Let's speak to two fans. Amanda is an Arsenal fan from the Same Old Arsenal podcast. Morning, Amanda.
Good morning.
Good to speak to you. And we've also got Adam, who's a Manchester City fan. Morning, Adam.
Morning.
Right, Adam, how are you feeling this morning given the nature of that victory against Leeds yesterday? Because I hate to use that phrase, the business end of the season, but for obvious reasons, I think it's appropriate.
Yeah, I feel fine. I think there was a few slight overreactions, particularly on Twitter yesterday, which we know can sometimes be a little bit of an echo chamber. That's not always the general consensus.
Overreaction on Twitter? What? Never.
Exactly. But, look, you've got to... There was one problem for me, but I think you've got to look at the first 85 minutes leading up to the penalty. It was one-way traffic. It was complete dominance. And I think in many ways it was game management, I think a few weeks ago we beat Leicester 3-1 and we were 3-0 up after 25 minutes. And then we just sealed the game out. And that was before we had, important games like the Arsenal game coming up. And now we've got Real Madrid. And it's just about being conservative to a degree, I think, when we have a lead in games like this, especially when it's against teams that are struggling. So from that point of view, it was fine. It was just the little penalty incident at the end that's got a few people frustrated.
I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. But Amanda, this is the scary thing from an Arsenal point of view. In Manchester City, games like that they manage to grind out a result and get exactly what they need from these games. And they can be relentless at times with that.
Yes, absolutely. It is the business end of the season, as you say, and you have to grind out results if you want to win the league, even if you're not playing to your 100% full capacity. And they keep doing it, and we have to win at St James's today to keep up the pace, for sure.
Right. Are you concerned about this form?
Very.
Because,
Very.
last 3 away league games without a victory?
Yeah, I'm very concerned. We've sort of run out a bit of steam. We're missing Saliba in defence. It's changed our way we're playing. However, we've had the most amazing season and no one expected us to be here. And I would have taken this, and every Gooner would have taken this, August last year, to be May the 7th in this position, fighting for the title with City.
Are you resigned to the fact it's not going to happen? You sound as if you're almost beginning to...
No.
No?
No, I'm one of the dreamers that we take it to the last day. We play Wolves at home, and I'm hoping it goes to that. I'm hoping City drop points in the next couple of weeks. How unlikely that is, I don't know. But we've just got to play our game, and we've got to beat the Geordies at St James's Park this afternoon, because if we don't win, then I'll probably resign myself to that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it, with football? You never quite know. That's why we love it. Adam, do you think 4 games left, it's yours to lose?
Oh, it definitely is now, particularly with us beating Arsenal the other week. And I think, football is it's probably, for all the tactics and lovely stuff that Arteta and Pep like to do, it's probably 90% a psychological game, to be honest. It's a confidence game. And I think it was that game at Anfield, but particularly at West Ham for Arsenal, where, the wheels seem to fall off slightly in terms of throwing the leads.
You can pinpoint sometimes these games, can't you, in a season that
Yeah, but going to Anfield and getting a point is not a bad thing. What we've lost it, and it's not even losing to City, where we drop points at West Ham and where we drop points against Southampton. That's where I feel if we do lose the league, if we don't win it, that's where I'll be looking at. I won't be looking at getting a point at Anfield or losing at City.
These are moments that, you might look back after a few weeks' time and not care because you might have won it. Who knows? We're going to find out later this afternoon as the games and the fight continues for the Premier League title. Thanks very much to both of you, Amanda and Adam. Have a good day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Amanda there from the Same Old Arsenal podcast, and Adam Monk, who's a Manchester City fan. Loads more reaction to yesterday's action actually on the Football Daily podcast if you're interested. And then 5 Live at Sport this afternoon's got commentary, as I mentioned earlier, of Hearts against Celtic in the